Mark 11:24. Jesus says, "So I tell you to ask for what you want in prayer. And if you believe that you have received those things, then they will be yours." Napakalinaw ng sinasabi ng Panginoon kung anong ibig mong tanggapin, yun ang iyong hilingin. Yun ang iyong ipanalangin. Sapagkat kung naniniwala kang natanggap mo na yon, in other words, ganun kalakas ang iyong paniniwala na hinihiling mo pa lang ay natanggap mo na, sabi ng Panginoon, ay matatanggap mo nga. You receive what you believe you will receive. You receive what you ask for in faith. You receive what you have in mind, what you think of. You receive what you always say. Ang lagi mong sinasabi, ang bulaklak ng iyong dila, ang siya mong tatanggapin mula sa langit. Ang pamagat ng ating pag-aaral, bulaklak ng dila. Kasabihan niya nung unang panahon, hindi na natin napagdidinig ngayon yung sinasabing bulaklak ng dila. Pero yung bulaklak ng dila is just what people always hear you say. Yung laging bukang bibig, yung laging binabanggit-banggit, inuusal-usal, yun yung bulaklak ng dila. Ano ang madalas sa bulaklak ng dila na nadidinig natin? Naku, mahirap ang buhay. Naku, mahirap kumita ng pera. Naku, marami akong sakit. Naku, kawawa naman ako. Naku, lahat na lang ng mga hindi dapat yun ang nangyayari sa buhay ko. Hirap na ako. Mga ganyan na madalas bulaklak ng dila. At obserbahan natin kung nagkakatotoo nga na yung laging sinasabi, yun ang nagaganap sa buhay. Ngayon sinabi na ng Panginoon yan alangan namang makipag-argue pa tayo sa Panginoon. You receive what you believe you will receive. Napakalakas ng ating kapangyarihan ng pag-iisip. Kapangyarihan ng pananalig. Kaya pag nananalig ka ng talagang totoong pananalig, yun ang magaganap. You receive what you believe you will receive. Matthew 9:28. When he had gone indoors, the blind men came to him, and he asked them, "Do you believe that I am able to do this?" "Yes, Lord," they replied. At ang nangyari nga, sabi ni Jesus, whatever it is that you believe, that is what will happen to you. Matthew 21:22, if you believe, you will receive whatever you ask for in prayer. Sa quantum physics, may tinatawag na observation. Yun ay measurement, prediction, and expectation. Extract information from the system to change it. Observe it. Predict it. Expect it. Because observation necessarily changes the thing being observed. Yan ay isa sa mga rules ng quantum physics. Now, you receive what you ask for in faith. Kanina, you receive what you believe you will receive. Now you receive what you ask for in faith. Matthew 8:26, he replied, "You of little faith, why are you so afraid?" Then he got up and rebuked the winds and the waves, and it was completely calm. So dapat huwag kang matakot. Kasi ang kinakatakutan mo ay pinaniniwalaan mo. Ang pinaniniwalaan mo ay tatanggapin mo kasi ang paniniwala ay prayer. Kahit hindi mo sabihin, "This I pray in Jesus' name." Kahit hindi mo sabihin, "Ito ang aking dalangin, ako ay matakot, ako ay nervyusin, ako ay magkasakit." Ang kinatatakutan ay pinaniniwalaan. Kasi kung hindi ka naniniwala, ba't ka matatakot? Ang kinatatakutan ay pinaniniwalaan at ang pinaniniwalaan ay dasal. At ang dasal ay tinutugon. Ang kinatatakutan ay madalas talagang yun ang nangyayari. Kasi meron kang faith doon Matthew 9:22, Jesus turned and saw her. "Take heart, daughter," he said. "Your faith has healed you." And the woman was healed at that moment. Malinaw ang sinabi ni Jesus. Kulang na lang sabihin niyang, hindi ako ang nagpagaling sa iyo. Ang pananampalataya mo ang nagpagaling sa iyo. Kasi kung si Jesus lang yung nagpapagaling, di dapat lahat ng tao sa paligid gumaling. Ito yung babae lang na yun ang gumaling Kasi siya lang ang may pananalig. Yung pananalig ay nagpapagaling. Yung pananalig moves mountains. Yung pananalig creates reality. Matthew 9:29, then he touched their eyes and said, according to your faith, let it be done to you. Yan ang ginawa ni Jesus doon sa mga bulag. Sabi niya, kung ano ang pananalig nyo, yun ang magaganap sa inyo. Sa quantum physics, in quantum mechanics especially, the observer and the system being observed become mysteriously linked so that the results of any observation seem to be determined in part by actual choices made by the observer. So, yung observer, ikaw, at yung system, yung gusto mo mangyari, yung gusto mong ipanalangin, yung pinaniniwalaan, meron kayong ugnayan at naaapektuhan mo ang iyong ino-observe. Naaapektuhan ng iyong pananalig ang realidad. Your faith can move mountains. Halimbawa, dito sa ating example, na kung inyong maiintindihan, naintindihin. Kung nahihirapan naman kayo intindihin, di palampasin nyo na lang. Kasi kahit naman hindi natin pansinin yung mga excursions natin into quantum physics, meron tayong makukuha sa ating mga mensahe. Ito ay para lang doon sa ready, willing, and able to appreciate yung mga ginagawa natin na cross-referencing with quantum physics. This is a simple illustration of superposition. The man and woman has two futures: remain single or create a family. It is their decision that determines the outcome, but both futures are equally valid. Lahat ng possible outcomes at states ay taglay na ng mga objects. Sabay-sabay na nangyayari yan at pare-parehong valid. Tulad sa illustration, yung naging family sila at nung naging single sila ay parehong sabay na nagaganap. Pero they can only live in one possibility. Depende kung ano ang ino-observe nila. So, karagdagan sa ating pag-aaral ngayon, you receive what you have in mind, what you think of, what you always say. Nagaganap sa iyo, natutupad ang bulaklak ng iyong dila. Matthew 7:7, continue to ask, and God will give it to you. Continue to search, and you will find. Continue to knock, and the door will open to you. Tandaan, to think of is to ask. To believe in is to ask. To ask, to believe, to think, pare-parehong equivalent yan ng prayer. To always talk about it, to always inquire about it, is to search for it. And to search is to find. To continuously insist on it is to knock. And when you knock, the door opens. When you insist on something, when you insist with your words, with your thought, with your faith, na mahirap ang buhay, mahihirapan ka nga. When you insist na ang mga tao hindi pwedeng pagtiwalaan, yun nga ang mangyayari sa iyong buhay. When you insist na mabibigo ka, hindi malayong yun nga ang maganap. Continue to ask, and God will give it to you. Continue to search, and you will find it. Continue to knock, and the door will be open to you. Kaya, dapat nating disiplinahin ang ating pag-iisip, pagsasalita, paniniwala, maging ating mga emosyon. Kasi yan ay parang magnet na tumatawag dun sa iniisip, sa pinaniniwalaan, maging sa kinakatakutan. Matthew 8:8, the centurion replied, Lord, I do not deserve to have you come under my roof, but just say the word, and my servant will be healed. Ito yung centurion ay nanalangin kay Jesus na pagalingin yung kanyang katulong na nasa bahay, malayo doon sa lugar na kinalalagyan nila yan ni Jesus nung oras na yon. At sabi niya, hindi na po nyo kailangan magpunta sa bahay namin. Sabihin nyo lang, susunod sa inyo ang lahat-lahat at gagaling ang aking katulong. Yan. Paniniwala, pananalig, at naganap nga. Mark 11:23, truly I tell you, if anyone says to this mountain, go, throw yourself into the sea, and does not doubt in their heart, but believes what they say will happen, it will be done for them. Ito ay isang talinghaga sa pagtingin ng marami, pero pwede rin ito maging literal. Kasi you create your reality with what you believe in, with your faith, with your words, with your thought, sa bulaklak ng iyong dila. Quantum physics suggests that objective reality does not exist. In the micro world of atoms and particles that is governed by the strange rules of quantum physics, two different observers are entitled to their own facts. Ang dalawang magkaiba ang paniniwala ay maaaring parehong matupad kung ano ang pinaniniwalaan nila, kahit yun ay magkabaligtad. May kanya-kanya silang magiging reality. Two individuals do not have to share the same reality. Kanya-kanya ng realidad ayon sa iyong pananalig. Ang bulaklak ng dila ay nagiging prutas, pagkain, diet. Ang bulaklak ng dila ang nalulunok. Your food becomes you. Your thought becomes you. Your word becomes you. Kaya pag-ingatan yan. Do not carelessly think. Do not carelessly talk. Dahil yun, pag pinaniniwalaan mo ng ganap, ay nagaganap. Proverbs 18:21, the tongue is the power of life and death, and those who love it will eat its fruit. Makapangyarihan ang dila, makapangyarihan ang salita, makapangyarihan ng diwa, ang iniisip, inuusal, sinasabi. Ephesians 4:29, do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen. Pinag-iingat tayo sa pagbibitaw ng salita kasi daw yung salita natin nakakaapekto sa kapwa. So ang usalin mo, ang sabihin mo ay yun lamang na makakabuti sa iba, makakapagpalakas ng kanilang pananalig, ng kanilang buhay, at makakatagpo sa kanilang mga pangangailangan. Kasi oras na nagsalita ka, napakalaki ng posibilidad na magaganap yun, lalo't pinaniniwalaan mo at pinaniniwalaan nung nakikinig. Matthew 12:36, but I tell you, that everyone will have to give account on the day of judgment for every empty word that they have spoken. Now, akala naman ng iba, laging doon pa sa malayong day of judgment magkakaroon ng pagsusulit. Isn't every day a day of cause and effect? And, in application, isn't every day a day of judgment? 2 Corinthians 9:6, tandaan ninyo ito. Ang nagtatanim ng kakaunti ay aani ng kakaunti. At ang nagtatanim naman ng marami ay aani ng marami. So, meron agad na result. Meron agad na judgment. Nagtanim ka, aani ka. Hindi ka nagtanim, wala kang aanihin. Judgment yun. Hindi kailangan laging i-confine natin yung meaning ng judgment sa mas nakakalagim-lagim at katakot-takot na ibig sabihin yan. Cause and effect is judgment. Galatians 6:7, huwag ninyong akalaing madadaya ninyo ang Diyos. Kung ano ang itinanim ng tao, yun din ang kanyang aanihin. So magtanim ka ng good thoughts, good ang ani. Magtanim ka ng good words, good ang ani. Magtanim ka ng good emotions, good ang ani. Ano ang bulaklak ng iyong isip? Bulaklak ng iyong dila. Siyempre, yung bulaklak, magiging prutas yan. Yun ang aanihin mo. Therefore, bantayan, pag-ingatan, piliin ang iniisip, ang sinasabi. Yan ang magkakatotoo. Piliin ang itinatanim, yan ang aanihin. Luke 7:14. Then he went up and touched the bier they were carrying him on. And the bearer stood still. He said, "Young man, I say to you, get up." Sinabi ni Jesus with all conviction, sinabi niya doon sa patay, bumangon ka. At bumangon ang patay. Yun ang power ng words. Luke 11:9, so I say to you, ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be open to you. Sa quantum physics, may tinatawag na superposition. All possible outcomes of the system are superimposed into each other. Observation will force the system into one definite outcome. In so many words, lahat possible. Pero kung ano ang iyong hilingin, paniwalaan, usalin, sabihin, yun ang magiging totoo sa iyo out of many possibilities. A system exists simultaneously in all its possible forms when not observed. Once observed, the system will just take one form out of all the previous possibilities. Sa ating illustration, makikita yan. Kung gusto nyong makita at hanapin, you will find it. Kung wala naman kayong ganang magtingin pa dyan sa mga illustration, wag na. Pwede rin namang hindi. Dahil naiintindihan naman din naman from the verses that we are trying to study. But believe in, think and speak of what you want. What you believe, think, and speak of, yan ang matutupad. Paulit-ulit na tayo ha. Baka naman kulang pa ang pag-ulit-ulit natin. Kasi sobra tayong kulang sa disiplina sa pagsasalita. Mga negative ang pinag-uusapan, mga sakit, mga nakakatakot, mga kagimbal-gimbal, kalagim-lagim. Di yun ang magaganap sa'yo. Napipili naman yan eh. There is power in thought and faith and belief. There is power in words. Use that power correctly, wisely. Matthew 15:28. Then Jesus said to her, "Woman, you have great faith. Your request is granted." And her daughter was healed at that moment. Matthew 13:58. And he did not do many miracles there because of their lack of faith. Si Jesus na nga mismo mapaghimala. Pero doon sa lugar na yon, hindi siya naghimala. Dahil walang pananalig ang mga tao doon. It takes two to tango, sabi nga nila. Ang himala, dapat naniniwala ka sa Diyos. At siya naman ay maghihimala ayon sa iyong paniniwala. Pero kung puro lang walang pananalig, huwag kang umasang magkakaroon ng mga himala. Matthew 21:21, Jesus replied, "Truly I tell you, if you have faith and do not doubt, not only can you do what was done to the fig tree, but also you can say to this mountain, 'Go, throw yourself into the sea,' and it will be done." Sa quantum physics, sinasabing reality is subjective. Each observer is entitled to their own version of reality. Kaya yung dalawang taong isang naniniwala at isang hindi naniniwala, magkaiba ang kakahinatnan ng buhay nila. Magkaiba ang magiging reality nila. Sinasabi, quantum physics tells us that nothing that is observed is unaffected by the observer. That statement from science holds an enormous and powerful insight. It means that everyone sees a different truth because everyone is creating what they see. At yan ang ating mahalagang quote, which of course is gleaned from Scripture. Nakikita, nababasa, nadirinig yan sa kasulatan. Ngayon, yung kabaligtaran yan, do not think and speak of what you do not want. Kasi ang iniisip at binibigkas ang matutupad. Yung ayaw mo, huwag mong isipin. Yung ayaw mo, huwag mong sabihin. Yung ayaw mo, huwag pag-usapan. Kasi matutupad. Pag inisip, pinaniwalaan, pinag-usapan. Your faith, your belief, is thought, is expectation, can heal you. On the reverse, if faith in and thought of healing heals, what could thought of illness do? Kung ang pag-iisip ng kagalingan ay nagpapagaling, anong gagawin ng pag-iisip ng sakit? Anong gagawin sa iyo kung ang lagi mong iniisip ay sakit, kabiguan, sakuna? Anong gagawin sa iyo niyan? Yan ang lagi mong pinaniniwalaan at sinasabi. Kaya mag-ingat. Your faith and belief, your thought, your expectation has healed you. Kung ano ang ibig, kung ano ang kaibig-ibig, yun ang isipin. Yun ang usal-usalin. Yun ang i-wish for others. Luke 6:31, do to others as you would have them do to you. So apply it. Think for others what you would like them to think for you. Wish for others what you would like them to wish for you. Proverbs 17:5, whoever mocks the poor shows contempt for their maker. Whoever gloats over disaster will not go unpunished. Yung mga pinagtatawanan mo, nililibak ang mga nagkakamali, those words will go back to you and affect you. Proverbs 24:17, do not gloat when your enemy falls. When they stumble, do not let your heart rejoice, or the Lord will see and disapprove and turn His wrath away from them. At maaaring sa'yo bumaling ito. Pag-ingatan natin ang ating iniisip. Kahit iniisip natin laban sa iba. Pag-ingatan natin ating sinasabi. Lalo sinasabi natin laban sa iba. At lalo naman pag-ingatan natin yung sinasabi natin tungkol sa ating sarili. Stop bashing others. But more importantly, stop bashing yourself. Yung lagi mong minamalitang yung sarili, wala naman po akong alam, napaka-mangmang ko naman po, wala naman po akong kwentang tao, wala naman po akong talent, wala akong kakayanan. Yan nga ang sinasabi mo, yan ang pinaniniwalaan mo, yan ang magaganap sa'yo. Kaya dapat tigilan din natin yung sobrang pamamaliit sa sarili. Hindi naman humility yun eh. Mali na yun. Dapat truthful lang tayo. At kung binigyan ka ng Lord ng gift, kakayahan, katangian, celebrate it. Thank God for it. Be humble, but do not deny it. Huwag mo sabihin, pasensya na kayo sa aming maliit na tahanan. Ang laki-laki. Pasensya na kayo sa aming napaka-liit na nakayanan na handa. Yung pala kulang na lang parang laureate yung handa mo. Huwag daging maliitin ang sarili kasi salita yan at nagaganap. Unawain natin ang mga katuruan ni Jesus tungkol sa pananalig, pagsasalita, at pag-create ng ating reality. Because you were made in God's image. We were made in God's image. We were created beautifully, wonderfully, fearfully. So meron tayong katangian, kapangyarihan na bigay ng Diyos. Isa dyan ang kapangyarihan ng ating pananalig, kapangyarihan ng ating pananalita, kapangyarihan ng ating body language, ng ating lifestyle. Gamitin natin yun sa tamang paraan para maging blessing tayo sa iba at sa ating mga sarili. Believe, think of, speak about what you really want because that is what will happen when you have faith. Pagbulay-bulayan, i-apply. Magsimulang talaga maging disiplinado sa pagsasalita at pag-iisip. Kasi yan ang bumubuo ng ating realidad. God bless us all.